Yo, what's good YouTube? It's boardzy, and this is going to be an exclusive review of the glorious Series 1 Pro. This is like a 60 minutes interview. I don't know how many other reviewers actually got their hands on this mouse. This is the Series 1 Pro. It was only available via Glorious's group buy. It's a 50 gram mouse. It's a completely, well, it's a different shape from what they've offered before, and it's no longer available. I did not get it from the group buy. Massive thank you to Max Gaming for providing this unit. But yeah, this is a crazy mouse. I don't know if Glorious plans to do anything with it. It would be so weird to develop it, release it, and then never like have it as a mainline product in the future. But yeah, I'm gonna get right into the review. First things first, build quality. How is this at 50 grams? Glorious's lightest mouse. In terms of side flex, there is a little pop. I didn't even know there was a pop until I started squeezing it. So it's like nothing that you notice in game, but I guess that isn't super promising. There is a bit of rattle on the scroll wheel, as you can hear. And to complete the trifecta of minor quality issues, we also have a good bit of like grinding. It's very noticeable grinding on mouse 1. It doesn't seem to be as pronounced on mouse 2. I'll do a sound test of their Kill 8.0 switches that they like hyped up, but they're still Kill 8.0s. I kind of find it funny when companies do that. But yeah, we have grinding, rattling, and popping. So not a hot start in terms of quality, but does it feel like a piece of junk in hand? I honestly can't say that it does. The weight on this does feel like pretty well balanced, and the fact that it's a new shape from the Model O and the Model D, like that Glorious just randomly did that, is interesting, and they only did it via the group buy system. This is a $100 mouse when it was available with a 3370. It really doesn't make sense compared to the competition. I don't think it is a better mouse for fingertip than the Pulsar X2 Mini, which is obviously available, only $95. But yeah, the Series 1 Pro is close to the Viper Mini in terms of shape, so it was a Viper Mini wireless, which makes this even more confusing considering the fact that Razer hasn't released one, that Glorious won't make this a mainline product. But it is a wider and just larger feeling mouse in hand for sure. It's not quite as small as the Viper Mini, but it's definitely a similar shape. Like, that is what it resembles most in the hand. If you are looking for something with more like hump presence, I did just get the Hottie S Plus Classic Edition for $110, 47 grams. This is, I would say it's a better mouse for claw grip. It does still have a 3370 sensor, but the Series 1 Pro compared to the Model O, I mean, it's definitely closer to the Model O minus. I just don't have one on hand, but as you can see, the shapes, the Model O is a lot flatter, does not really have a hump towards the back. The Series 1 Pro does still have a centralized hump. And yeah, if you enjoy shapes like the Viper Mini and the Ponage Symmetrical 2, the Series 1 Pro definitely could be in the mix. If they do make this a mainline product with a 3395, address some of the quality issues, I would say especially the clicks, because on both the Model O Pro and the Series 1 Pro, after like minimal use, like I'm not really using these products a lot, the clicks are like deteriorating in terms of quality. There's lots of like rattling, there's some grinding like after the clicks, like I mentioned. The side button implementation on this mouse does seem really good. There's really nothing to complain about. They're in a good position, they're easily spammable, they stick out a lot, and there's just no issues with mushiness. Scroll wheel's fine. I feel like the general like aesthetic of the mouse is decent. I don't really comment on that, but I feel like the Model O Pro was kind of ugly, and this one, it's not that bad. So I really would like to see Glorious release this as a normal mouse, so more people can try it. Like, I don't know how many people are even going to be interested in a review of it. In terms of sensor, like I mentioned, it's a 3370, so that's really not what you want to see on a premium priced mouse at this point. But the weight, like overall using the mouse in game, it was fine. I was fingertip gripping it for the most part with large 21 by 11 hands. It does feel a bit small for a claw grip, but I definitely could make it work. It's just not something I really like want to make it work. The coating is not like terrible. It's just a standard, somewhat textured coating. Not much to be said about it. The G skates, no comment. Like, I was using this on control pads mainly. Felt very smooth. So yeah, a lot of this mouse does feel very standard if you've used Glorious products in the past, but just the fact that they actually went out there, developed a new shape pretty close to the Viper Mini, 50 gram wireless. Like, say what you want, this has a lot more promise than most Glorious mice, so I would like to see them revamp it, maybe hit it with optical switches. Obviously a 3395, just tighten up the quality, and then I would say that is a solid like $100 mouse that wouldn't be shit from Glorious, which is not what the Model O2 is. So yeah, I'm really just coming at this from a place of love, trying to help Glorious out. I feel like the Forge system was like, I'm a beta tester for this mouse. I didn't pay for it. I honestly thought I did. But once again, huge thank you to Max Gaming for providing it, making this 60 minutes exclusive mouse review possible. But I think I'm going to end it here. This honestly is not too different from the Model O- for fingertip in terms of shape. And if you do want a smaller mouse for claw grip, it's passable. Since it's not available, I would just recommend something like a Pulsar X2 Mini, some sort of Hot ES Plus over it, or a Ninjutsu Sora I just reviewed. But yeah, that's going to be all for the Series 1 Pro review. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, let me know what you think of this mouse in the comments, and peace.